For a change, we in the northern mid-latitudes of Mars looking at ultra-rare anomalies. We find these types of anomalies all over the place in the southern mid-latitudes of Mars, but we don't see so many of them in the northern mid-latitude. So let's go over to the photograph. It was taken by the MRO, and the region is called Tantalus Fossae. There's the photograph, and it's called Dark Patch on Crater Floor. It was acquired on the 11th of April 2010 at 30.5 centimeters per pixel resolution. The JP2 black and white map projected file I used here is just over 920 megabytes in size. So it's a huge photograph. There's a look at the low-res black and white and the dark patch. The site is located there in Tantalus Fossae at roughly 50 degrees 50 minutes north, 88 degrees 15 minutes west. So let's start off with this weird one, folks. Check this thing out. It's right there, and I'd say it's about 8 to 6 meters across. But check this out. Look at the strange circular part at the bottom. It looks almost like pincers. Also, could this be an opening, with this being the cover that's partially opened? Who knows what's going on there? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this one. Then we're looking at something that looks like a dried out earthworm, but check this out. Very strange. It's got this sort of spiral shape to it. Not like a typical boulder we see strewn about this region. That there's about 6 meters across. And we're looking at another one of those rectangular objects that looks almost like a open container or box. Check this out. We've got straight edges and right angles there, and then the dark opening. I've seen so many of those container type anomalies on Mars as well. Let's zoom in on that strange piece. It's got like an oval design to it, and the customary dark spots. Check the perfectly rounded. Could that be an opening, or is this a disc shape here on the side casting that shadow? And in line with it, two similar dark spots running through the center of that object. Up next, we're looking at that strange piece with a smaller object on the top. There's some more alignment over there of dark objects. It's like a cross shape, but let's zoom in on this part. I'd say it's about 4 meters across, slightly elevated above the surface here on the side, and then in the center, an opening or maybe a smaller object there on the top, casting that shadow. And there's another one, very similar, that there's about 6 meters across, also slightly elevated on the side, and then a smaller object right there on top in the center. Here we've got a cube-shaped object with a small part on the top. This is about 4 meters, I'd say, across. Check that out, folks. And in this case, it looks like the hatch, if I could call it that, is closed on this one. And then a small dark spot towards the right-hand corner, and it runs diagonally across that block. Could these be like underground bunkers with hatches on the top that have been partially uncovered due to flooding in the distant past? Or are these tops of buildings? Maybe some type of air filtration systems, who knows, folks. There's another one similar to it. Check this out. Right angles to it as well, parallel sides. And then on the side here is another one of these strange Y-shaped or V-shaped objects. I featured one of those in the past. And we're looking at another slab or block with a small part in the center. Check that out. I found these years ago, and I keep finding more and more of them all over the place, even now in the northern mid-latitudes of Mars. Don't know what they could be, guys, but they deserve a closer look. There's another one. Check this out. It looks almost as if this could be metallic debris or wreckage. Here we have a disc shape. It's about 5 to 6 meters across. Check that out. Partially embedded in the surface with a small part on the top. Something similar to it right there. Another block, almost megalithic. It's about, I'd say, 6 meters long. Check out the straight edges and right angles. And then, I don't know, protrusion or knob casting a shadow, or is that possibly a hole? And the pattern repeats. Check this out. This is more like a V shape, you could say. Let's zoom in on that part. It's got a strange pointy side or corner to this block, and it looks like an opening over there. Most of these could be natural occurrences. Nature produces some really strange shapes, but the number of these things is just incredible. What are the chances of that occurring in nature so often? Check out this. Looks like an ancient wren. It's got a block on this larger rounded part, and it's parallel with this one side. And we're looking at another megalithic type block there. Check this out, folks. Very bright. It looks like it's made of some other type of material. It's not in this area. Look at the uniformity in the thickness. And then we're looking at a slab right there. Again, the right angles, straight edges, and uniformity in the thickness of that makes it look very artificial, in my opinion. Then we get to this odd piece. It looks almost like a dish. Let's take a closer look. That's about 6 to 8 meters across. Then we hollowed out. Got this strange sort of dish shape to it. Block at the bottom with this protrusion sticking off the one side. I don't know what to make of this, folks. It looks like wreckage. Check this out. Very metallic looking. It's got these two narrow parts protruding off the side. Looks like they're bent down slightly at a similar angle. And then the back part over here, it looks like it's been folded somehow. Right, let's go up to Tantalus Fossae, to that site. There's the photograph we analysed, dark patch on crater floor. And as always, you can find the link to the original source material in the video description box. So take a close look at those anomalies just briefly for reference and summary. And then we'll take a look at some of the other anomalies at sites close by. Sorry for the jerky scrolling movement there. Up to the north, we have this strange triangular geometric feature that seems to be cut into the surface. If I can remember correctly, that's about 60 meters across, and the one side seems to have caved in. And then a bit more to the east, we've got these sites over here. Let's take a look at the anomalies I found. Yeah, check out the disc. Looks totally smashed up with a smaller disc-like part on the top. Just scroll over a bit. Very strange piece over here. It's like a rounded wing design to the one side, and then a rectangular feature on the left. And then the usual suspects, the protrusions or smaller objects on larger parts. Check out the parallel rows of similar size protrusions over there and over here as well. The uniform spacing. Again, a geometric pattern over there. Carved block. It's got this step cut into it. See, there's 3 impressions. Looks like a circular machine cut 3 parts next to one another to form that surface. 2 parallel narrow parts next to each other in that. Another dish-shaped object there. That's about 8 meters across. This looks like the top of a pincer structure with this diamond-shaped part in the center. Very bright surface as well. Partial hexagon shape. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 of these sides visible there. And this is also intriguing, the slabs with the 2 on top running diagonally across that slab or block. There's another dish-shaped part over there. It looks almost like a spoon. That's about 6 meters across. Check this. It looks almost like some type of jet engine or air conditioning HVAC system, or a piece of it. We really need to get boots on the ground to go and check these things up close. Got to get our hands on these things and see what they are. Again, we've got like a pincer type design there. It's got a block in the center with this sort of spiral shape on top of that conical feature. There's another triangular depiction on that piece. I think that's it for this one, folks. As always, thank you for your continued viewership and support. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye for now.